You probably think you're good at spotting lies, but research shows humans correctly detect deception barely 54% of the time, almost no better than chance. Yet here's the twist. While words can hide intentions, the human face leaks micro-expressions so quickly the conscious mind can't control them, and the body broadcasts emotional truth long before language catches up. We lie with our mouths, but not with our muscles. The body always whispers the truth. Recognizing this hidden leakage is the difference between being fooled and being aware. In this video, you're going to uncover the invisible, second language Robert Greene warns about. The language humans broadcast involuntarily, the one narcissists try to conceal but never fully master. By the end, you won't just hear what people say, you'll see what they truly mean. This insight changes everything. Before we go deeper, let me ask you something. Have you ever trusted someone whose words felt perfectly right, yet something in your gut whispered that something was off? Maybe their smile didn't match their tone, or their energy didn't match their message. That wasn't paranoia. That was your instincts trying to protect you from a mismatch your eyes noticed before your brain analyzed it. Drop a comment if you've ever ignored that signal and paid the price later. Your intuition isn't random. It's data. The two languages of human nature. Have you ever noticed that a person's words and their behavior sometimes seem to belong to completely different people? That's because human beings operate using two parallel languages, one spoken, one revealed. The spoken language is polished, rehearsed, and consciously edited. But the behavioral language, the shift of the eyes, the tension in the jaw, the pacing of the breath, comes from deeper instincts that evolved long before complex speech. When the two clash, the behavioral one is almost always telling the truth. Behavior outruns deception. Your actionable takeaway: when someone's message feels unclear, watch the body, not the mouth. Why humans leak truth nonverbally. Imagine trying to stop a volcano from erupting using only a cork. That's what it's like trying to hide authentic emotion. Our nervous system releases truth before our mind can censor it, which is why micro-expressions flash across the face in under 1/5 of a second, and why tone cracks under stress even when words sound confident. These biological systems evolved for survival, not etiquette. We reveal ourselves because our ancestors needed to sense danger instantly, not politely. Instinct exposes emotion. When someone's reaction is too fast to be calculated, trust it over their explanation. The dead-eye phenomenon. There's a moment, often subtle, when you look at someone and feel a strange hollowness behind their expression. Robert Greene calls this the dead-eye phenomenon, a mismatch where the person appears engaged on the surface, yet their eyes show no emotional resonance. Narcissists often mimic warmth, but their eyes reveal detachment or predatory focus because they can imitate gestures, not genuine inner states. The eyes tell you if the connection is real or manufactured. Eyes don't lie. When evaluating sincerity, look for alignment between eye engagement and verbal enthusiasm. The fake smile problem. You've seen it, the smile that seems right but feels wrong. A real smile activates muscles around the eyes, creating warmth and micro crinkles that cannot be faked on command. A deceptive or forced smile, however, happens only in the mouth while the upper face remains frozen. This emotional mismatch is your subconscious saying, "Something here isn't honest." Our brains evolved to detect this discrepancy instantly because an inauthentic smile once signaled danger or hidden hostility. A smile can deceive, the eyes expose. Trust smiles only when the entire face participates authentically. Voice tone as the unhideable tell. Even the best manipulators struggle to control their voice under emotional pressure. Tone vibrates directly from the nervous system, bypassing the polished filters of language. That's why confidence can sound hollow, why fear can hide inside a rising pitch, and why concealed anger leaks through clipped sentences. Actors train for years to control tone, and still, emotional truth slips out during stress. Tone reveals intent. The voice cracks before the lie does. When words sound steady but tone wavers, trust the tone every time. Gesture and action over words. Picture someone praising your idea while simultaneously leaning away, crossing their arms, or checking their phone. The contradiction is loud, even if unspoken. Behavior reveals true motivation because gestures originate from instinct, not conscious reasoning. Robert Greene emphasizes that actions are the purest signal of character. They show patterns, intentions, and emotional investment long before anything is verbalized. When behavior and speech don't match, behavior wins every time. Actions are the real message. Observe patterns of behavior, not isolated statements, to assess real intentions. The goodbye test. One of the most revealing moments in any interaction happens at the end. People can maintain politeness during conversation, but goodbyes expose true emotional state. They speed up if they want distance, linger if they feel connection, and turn mechanical if they're masking disinterest. This exit behavior is powerful because it's harder to script, the mind relaxes, and the truth leaks out. Whether it's a meeting, a date, or a simple conversation, endings reveal priorities. Exits reveal intent. Evaluate relationships by how people behave when they're ready to leave. Written communication as a psychological printout. It's easy to assume texts and emails hide emotional truth, but they're often even more revealing. People unconsciously expose their ego, insecurity, empathy, or arrogance through sentence structure, pacing, punctuation, and word choice. Narcissists overdecorate language to impress. Anxious individuals overexplain. Confident people stay concise. Manipulative personalities use ambiguity as a shield. Writing is a projection of the mind, unfiltered by facial control. Your writing exposes you. Study a person's writing patterns for recurring emotional signatures, not isolated messages. Time orientation as a personality X-ray. Think about the people who are always late, always rushing, or always missing deadlines. They're revealing more than bad habits. Robert Greene notes that a person's relationship to time is a window into their inner architecture. Chronic lateness often reflects self-absorption or entitlement. Procrastination hints at avoidance or insecurity. Punctuality signals discipline and respect. Time exposes character because we treat it according to our values, not our words. Time reveals priorities. Measure reliability by consistency with time, not promises. If this breakdown of hidden signals is opening your eyes, stay with me, because the next insights reveal the psychological patterns even master manipulators can't conceal. And if you want more Robert Greene inspired lessons in future videos, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any. Stress responses reveal true character. Pressure has a way of stripping away performance and revealing the core. When someone is stressed, their behavior becomes honest, the mask drops, tone shakes, movements accelerate, or defensiveness appears. Robert Greene often reminds us that adversity is the great revealer. People show who they truly are when their comfort evaporates. Under stress, narcissists lash out, avoid responsibility, or double down on false confidence. Genuine individuals become transparent and receptive. Stress reveals truth. Watch how people behave when conditions shift suddenly. They'll show you their real stability. The interview trap. Imagine sitting across from someone who seems perfectly polished, until one unexpected question knocks their script off balance. Greene teaches that you learn more from a person's reaction to discomfort than from their prepared answers. When someone encounters a question they didn't anticipate, watch their eyes, tone, and posture. Do they admit uncertainty with calmness, or scramble to maintain a facade? Humility handles surprise. Insecurity collapses beneath it. Pressure exposes ego. Actionable takeaway. In any evaluation, professional or personal, ask one unpredictable question and watch the behavioral response. The social blind spot. Most people don't actually read others. They project their own hopes, fears, and fantasies onto a blank canvas. Robert Greene warns that this projection distorts reality, causing you to misunderstand alliances, trust the wrong people, and miss subtle signs of danger. When we assume instead of observe, we replace truth with desire. Social blindness comes from emotional laziness. Projection blinds judgment. Train yourself to pause assumptions and study actual behavior, not imagined intention. Power through multidimensional perception. Robert Greene describes social mastery as shifting from a flat view of people to a multidimensional one. Instead of seeing someone as one trait, friendly, charming, confident, you begin noticing layers, insecurity beneath charm, ambition beneath warmth, resentment beneath politeness. This deeper perception gives you strategic insight into motivations, vulnerabilities, and patterns. You stop reacting to surface behavior and start understanding hidden emotional architecture. Depth creates power. Actionable takeaway. When interacting with someone, ask yourself, what are the layers here? And observe beyond the first impression. Narcissistic signatures in everyday behavior. Watch closely and you'll notice that narcissists don't reveal themselves through grand gestures. They slip through in the small cracks of daily behavior. They interrupt subtly, shift conversations toward themselves, treat minor inconveniences as personal insults, and respond to neutral feedback with hidden defensiveness. Robert Greene emphasizes that narcissism is not just self-love, it's a fragile ego constantly seeking reinforcement. And the more fragile the ego, the more obvious the behavioral tells. Ego leaks everywhere. Observe how someone reacts to very small frustrations, you'll see their true emotional scale. Emotional contagion and energy reading. Ever walk into a room and instantly feel tension before anyone says a word? That's emotional contagion, humans broadcasting effective signals that others absorb unconsciously. Robert Greene notes that moods are social chemicals. They spread faster than spoken language because we sense energy first, then interpret it. A person's emotional atmosphere reveals their internal world long before they articulate it. Calm people radiate stability, anxious people radiate urgency, insecure people radiate volatility. Energy doesn't lie. Pay attention to the emotional temperature someone brings, it predicts their future behavior. The pattern of discrepancies. Here's the rule Greene returns to repeatedly. When speech and behavior disagree, trust behavior. People might say they're happy while clenched fists reveal anger. They claim they're listening while their eyes drift. They insist they're calm while breathing fast and shallow. One contradiction might be noise, but repeated discrepancies form a pattern, and patterns expose personality. Consistency is rare, inconsistency is diagnostic. Discrepancies reveal truth. Track mismatches over time. Recurring contradictions show you the person behind the persona. Developing social radar. True social intelligence isn't about paranoia, it's about awareness. Greene explains that most people miss crucial signals because they're locked inside their own thoughts. Training your social radar means expanding your attention outward, observing micro-reactions, tonal changes, posture shifts, hesitations, and emotional undercurrents. This is a practice of noticing, not judging. Over time, you stop taking things at face value and start understanding the forces shaping each interaction. Awareness is power. Spend one day observing reactions, not words. You'll notice patterns you once ignored. The strategic advantage of social intelligence. In Robert Greene's world, social intelligence is not a luxury, it's a weapon. When you can read hidden motives, sense emotional reality, and understand the second language humans broadcast, you become far harder to deceive and far more effective at influencing outcomes. People feel understood, and manipulators lose their foothold. You move through the world with clarity instead of confusion. Understanding people creates freedom. Prioritize reading behavior in every interaction, it protects you and empowers you. So here's the core truth: words can be crafted, rehearsed, and manipulated, but behavior, tone, timing, and micro-expression tell the story people don't want you to see. Robert Greene's warning is simple: if you don't learn this second language, you'll be outmaneuvered by those who use it instinctively. But once you master it, you'll navigate relationships, alliances, and conflicts with a clarity most people never develop. And if you want to go even deeper, the next video breaks down the manipulation tactics you'll recognize instantly once you know what to look for.